Spellbound is a femtastical, actual play D&D podcast. It follows the adventures of Princess Theia, the human sorceress, played by Lydia.r.miller.
Or maybe she's just distracted by her new crossbow toy, you know?
Delaelia, the elven ranger, played by Kelsea.
Who sent you? Who sent you?
Feliks, the gnome fighter, played by Rebecca Munoz.
Let's play, witches.
And me, your dungeon master, Emma Carter. Happy New Year, listeners! Here's hoping 2021 treats us better than 2020. Knock on wood. Today we have a very special episode for you. As I said last time, we have a guest joining us for this episode and the next. And that guest is none other than our dear friend and patron, Justin Barron. Justin is the one who introduced me to D&D in the first place. He GM'd the first campaign I ever played, and that's how I became friends with Kelsea, who plays Delaelia in this podcast, and Ryan, her husband, who voiced Nacria Scale a few episodes back. It's also how I became better friends with some of our listeners, like Chloe and Jake. If we hadn't played that original campaign together, not only would this podcast not exist, but Kelsea, Rebecca, Lydia, and I would never have found each other as friends. So thank you, Justin. Also, a big thank you to everyone who signed up to be a patron this December. Thank you to our newest patron, PG Miller, and thank you to Sean Pierre for upping your donation to get us to that 5th goal. You guys, you did it. There will be a non-legally binding wedding for Lydia and Yas, her cat, and once we figure out the details, we'll let you know what's up. To everyone who became a patron in December, we are very excited to send you your thank you card artwork and your stickers and coasters if you signed up for the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th tier. Remember, it's never too late to become a patron. Patrons of the podcast have access to our pregame podcast chats, work in progress artwork, early access to finished artwork, video clips, and more. Current patrons will have access to our full pregame chat with Justin for this episode, so if you're interested in hearing more from Justin, make sure you sign up to become a patron today. You can become a patron today by visiting patreon.com/spellpod. When last we left our heroes, they'd made the decision to head north towards an unknown forest in hopes it would be the right place to plant Kildora's godseed. With new gear and a new goal in mind, our heroes are leaving the safety of Mayrill for the adventure of the unknown. What will they find on their journey through the mountains? Let's find out. I will see you in the story.
What a deep manly voice. Justin Barron.
Deep and manly.
Manly voice.
Manly voices brought to you by...
Hey, Justin, tell the audience a little bit about yourself,
Yes.
what you do, where you work, your hopes and dreams.
Well, I live in Kansas City.
Missouri?
Which is, yeah, that's right, Missouri.
The better part.
On the... I grew up in Kansas,
I
actually.
do too. I hate it.
Like Superman, so there's that.
I didn't know Superman grew up in Olathe.
Yeah.
Hey, they never
well,
say.
you know,
I thought it was
there's
Wichita.
not really a Smallville, Kansas.
Did I
so-
just dox you? I think I did.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thanks for that. It's a good way to start off
Kelsea, this
your
is a
first
safe
guest.
space.
Apparently not.
So I work at a place called Mission Board Games. It's a fun little game store. Support your local game stores. And that's fantastic. And I've been working there for about 8 months or so. It's gotten me through the lack of theater because I'm also a theater artist, and there hasn't been much of that going on. So, yeah. And then I hang out with a lot of these fools and play some D&D sometimes. So that's that. I'm currently finding joy in season 4 of My Hero Academia. If anybody else watches that,
Is it a cartoon?
Tell
It's
me
an
about
anime.
it. Because like
Anime.
it's showing up all over my feed.
I was hesitant because I'm hit or miss with a lot of
Yeah, me
anime.
too. Kinda picky.
But this one I fell in love with pretty quickly. I'm a big superhero fan though as well. So it's basically like everybody in the world has what's called quirks, and they're basically just like little mutant superpowers, and there's a wide variety. Some of them are just kind of quirky and dumb, and some of them are like intense and like world changing. And so with that, obviously people either like use those powers for evil or for good. And then there's a little hero school that the main characters go to, and they're learning how to become heroes, and that's the gist of it. But it's great. It's great. I check it out. It's on Hulu
Justin,
or whatever.
I just realized that you painted Delalia's boobs and butt.
That's what.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Didn't he paint
I
all
know.
of
I had to shade them
I
too,
feel
so that
so weird about
so
that.
that they.
Let me see. Wait,
I
hold
can't
her up.
believe that. What?
I want to
Yeah.
look at. I want to look at your painted boobs.
Boobs.
That was something that
And I noticed
when
her butt because it's good. Like
It's
I didn't
very well
design. For the
painted butt.
record, Rebecca's the one who clicked like the little button on Hero Forge and made the booty button go like all the way up.
well, it makes sense that Delalia's booty would be popping. That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she's always running,
Active.
so-
Running, she
Tweet.
climbs trees.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Mhm.
toy.
She always does the like spy movie, like the thing where she's like slurking in and stuff. So she's just doing lunges all the
Slurking?
time.
Slurking.
Slurking?
Yeah, that's
Slurking,
the
I like
technical
that.
term. Slurking.
Mhm. You wouldn't
It's like
understand. You're not a
slurking.
ranger. It's fine.
Classic.
I should
So,
certainly.
I also designed my character in Hero Forge
Let me
today,
see.
and that's where I spent like an hour of my time today.
That's
What
like
does he
And I
look
know
like?
the girl. I know the
won't say.
girls are very
I hate
excited
Emma.
to meet your character. So
I forgot I've been mad at Emma all day.
but you wouldn't spill the beans.
Justin, is there anything you want to share with us about MC Who or?
Oh yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah, I have a podcast called MC Who. It looks like it's Mick Who, and a lot of people call it that, and it only slightly
I'm into
irks
it.
me, but that's okay.
If they listen to it, they would know it's MC Who.
Yeah, it's a play on the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But yeah, on there, my co-host and I, Andy Perkins, we basically have an hour and a guest and a random roll of the die to create a Marvel superhero from the lesser known world of the comics, I guess. And so
It's very cool.
Kelsea and Emma have both been guests on there, and we'd love to get Lydia and Rebecca on there if y'all are interested. So
I know very little about comic books, but
that's okay.
I'd never heard
the
of my
digital
person
game and I'll
before.
understand. Otherwise, I'm
Yeah.
lost.
You can rescind.
For listening wise, people probably want to like comic books in order to enjoy the show. You don't have to by any means, but that's kind of the listener base. But as far as the guests that come on, it's honestly usually more fun if they don't know anything about comics.
Great.
So you just gotta, just be a storyteller, which is what you guys all already do. So it's all good.
Oh, we do.
I love your podcast, so that's that. I think that's all I had to plug. I have a YouTube channel called Nerd Nachos, but I haven't done anything on there in like months.
It's good, though.
because
It
I've
is good.
depleted my energy.
Aw.
Well, you do a lot of things, so that
Mhm.
makes sense. You got to make sure you get that good self care in there.
I know,
Take lots of bubble
I
That's
bath.
feel like
right.
every time I get online, I suddenly see you like on another project, and I'm like, when does he sleep?
Yeah, I don't sleep a lot. Yeah, but it's worth it. I just love having creative projects, especially if I'm doing them with friends. So that's my segue into thanks for having me on this show. I'm very excited because I do love listening to Spellbound.
So last time our heroes set off, they decided to leave the forest of Mayril in search of a specific place. And this is not a spoiler for Justin because he listened to the last episode. They're looking for a place where they can take the godseed, Kildora's godseed. So Heroes, it is midday. Last time we were together, you had woken up. You said goodbye to everyone in Sylvail. You visited Wahea and then set off from Wahea's tree. Sorry, not Sylvail. From Fonetoid. Thank you. And then you set off from Wahea's tree. So it's about like, let's say like afternoon, like early evening afternoon. The sun is still shining in the sky, but it's a nice day. There's like fluffy white clouds rolling along. It really feels like spring today. It's been kind of rainy so far. Delaelia. So I want to check in with Delaelia. So as your group left the forest of Meyril, how did Delaelia feel?
As we left Meyril.
Yes. So you guys have left the safety and the protection of the forest of Meyril and headed towards the Stone Cold Mountains.
I would say that she sort of feels like she's going on a vacation, like a road trip, where it feels the same, but it feels foreign at the same time. So like she recognizes stuff, but she's lived her entire life in Meyril, so it's noticeably different.
And what is she wearing?
She's wearing that like sort of like fitted cargo pants with lots of pockets and like tactical things. They button, and a like a heavy ribbed, like shortish turtleneck shirt, and then boots, black boots, and a little hat, like a little stocking cap, and her hair's in a braid.
Is she wearing her gloves or her cloak?
Yeah.
Or is she saving those?
Yeah, she is wearing her gloves, which like go up to almost just below her elbow, and she also has the cloak tied around her neck as well. Yes.
Awesome. Feliks and Princess Theia, you guys have left the forest of Meyril and you're headed towards the Stone Cold Mountain range. I guess I should kind of give you guys a little flavor, but I didn't really write any of that. So what do you guys, how do you think your characters felt as they were leaving the forest?
Theia's apprehensive as per usual, but feels good to be with her friends and to have her brother back in the baby Bjorn thing, which he is definitely writing in and probably getting used to by now, whether or not he'll admit it. And is looking forward to going on an intentional journey, not one where she's running away from something or trying to find her brother who might be dead. So at least she's in a better place than she was the last time that they set off.
Yay! Awesome. What about you, Feliks?
Feliks is feeling apprehensive, a little tense, because something that we forgot to mention in the thing was that Wahea said that she thought that the black nastiness that's in the river and everything is coming from the north, and he knows
flowing down,
and Feliks knows that his family, his hometown is up north, and so he's a little concerned about. He's been gone for a year. He doesn't know what's been going on up there since then, so he's kind of nervous, and also the fact that he's kind of going up into the mountains. He's kind of going off into the unknown with his friends who he's come to care about, and he's just very nervous, very nervous.
So as your characters leave the forest of Meyril, that's when there's like a very perceptible shift in like the atmosphere. The forest of Meyril is a little bit cooler, a little bit more shadowed. Once you're outside of the forest, there's a little bit more sunlight because you don't have the trees to really block the sunlight. So it's a little bit warmer out here. You decided to go through the mountains, and so there isn't really a specific road that you're traveling down. So for the past couple hours or so, you guys have been kind of wandering up and down hills through some kind of rocky-ish terrain because you're going into the mountain range. When we catch up with you, you guys are headed towards the mountains. You've had to kind of go up a little bit. On our beautiful map that Rebecca made, it shows that there is some room between the river and the mountains, but in real life it's not like perfectly smooth, so you guys have definitely had to like kind of like walk up a little bit and then walk back down, and so it's been a kind of a day. As you are walking along the river, you start to hear. So as you guys are walking along the river Porvita, you start to hear a sound from off to the east from you. It sounds like a rumbling or a thumping. Everybody, all of the Feliks, Delaelia, Theia, roll a perception check.
15.
13.
I got an 8.
All right, so yeah, Theia, you're not sure what's going on over there. You hear some weird noise. Delaelia and Feliks, you hear this rumbling and this kind of thumping, and you can tell that there's some sort of large creature, or maybe multiple large creatures, off towards that east direction.
What was that?
It could be something dangerous.
Yeah. Feliks kind of gets low, and he's like, "Get down. Everyone, be quiet. Get down."
Maybe I should go check it out. You two stay here.
Alone? By yourself? Wait.
I'll have Lorne with me. I'll have Lorne, obviously.
I could just send like a little like light person over there.
Send a
to
little
check
light
it out.
person.
Yeah,
He could just check it out by himself. He can go invisible.
Lorne?
Lorne.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Lorne, we want to make sure you're able to make informed consent here. We heard something really scary over there that could kill you. But we'd like you to check it out if you could please turn invisible and be as safe as possible. Your life means more to me than my own.
And Delaelia, you sense a feeling of warmth, like the feeling of hugging a kitten or a puppy. Lorne sends you that feeling.
Yeah,
And-
I am your kitten.
And he, in a blink, he disappears, and you guys wait a moment, and then all of a sudden, you guys get a little flash of a vision, and you see, he's not up close to the creatures that he's seeing, but he can tell from where he is. You can see two large animals butting heads with one another.
Like a goat?
Can we do like
A check to see what it
Yeah.
is.
Sure. Roll an investigation check or perception check. I'll be nice.
Thanks.
Well, I see nothing.
I keep losing my page. I need to separate my stuff. 18 for perception.
I got a 15.
I got a 6.
And-
Damn it.
As we would expect.
That's our girl. Are you
what do
rolling
you-
a d6?
No. But Lydia, what do you think Thea's doing? That she's not very perceptive right now.
I think she's very sleepy.
I mean, she's
I think,
very out of her element.
or maybe she's just distracted by her new crossbow toy. You know?
Oh no.
Toy.
Toy!
I
You just
mean,
called a crossbow
Young lady,
toy?
that is not a toy. That is a dangerous weapon.
I know. It's fine.
Feliks and Delaelia, you can tell from this vision, it looks like off in the distance, but still close enough that you can tell what it is. There are two giant goats fighting with one another.
Oh, okay.
Do we need to get Ramsels out of here?
No, I don't.
Why would we need to get Ramsels out of here?
Oh, there's two giant goats. That's
What
what
do
the
you mean
rumbles
giant?
are. They're big, giant ones. Big ones that are giant.
I don't think.
It's pretty much the extent of my knowledge about them. Fighting. They're fighting.
We should probably keep moving, and Ramsey's like is kind of like he's not like agitated or anything, but he is hearing a noise, and so Feliks just kind of
Yeah.
grabs his reins and just kind of holds on to
And
him, just in case.
I'm gonna summon Lorne back with my signature whistle that I do for him.
And you
Oh, that's
and you
cute.
do that. And a couple moments later, And he's
That's him
sitting
doing
on your shoulder. And you can see him and feel him. And he looks at you expectantly, Delaelia.
And I give him a treat.
Yay!
Move that from
One
my
treat
inventory.
down.
And I say,
just
you are
made it.
so good, and I'm so proud of you.
Okay.
I'm so proud of you.
All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving.
And he nuzzles against your cheek, Delaelia.
And we do little tiny kisses on our mouth.
I hate you. That's so cute.
What do you guys do?
We're gonna keep moving.
Keep moving.
Okay.
Thank you for your intel, Broseph.
So you guys keep moving along. You keep moving along down the path. And as you continue to walk, you hear up ahead, there's also a rumbling sound coming from up ahead. But this one seems a little bit bigger.
Are there more goats?
Yeah, what's the goat situation out here, Felix? Like, is this gonna keep getting more?
I mean, these are mountain goats. These aren't farm goats. Like, they're completely different.
Well, Thea's gonna try and perceive what is ahead.
What?
You're all welcome to roll a perception check.
Oh, now she rolls
I just
good.
did.
She just rolled a 19.
And I rolled a natural 1.
But I rolled a 19.
Right.
So
Delaelia, a fly, like a big dragonfly just like smacks you in the face.
Mm.
So
anything.
would I roll perception with advantage? Because I know goats. I don't know. These are different.
Sure. You can roll perception with advantage because you know goats.
Because I know goats. I am the goat man.
Okay, either you know goats or you don't. You don't get to have it both ways.
Well, I don't get it anyways because both of those rolls were shit.
Yep.
I got my options are a 1 or a 5. So
Well,
after
Thea's
the
really
dragonfly-
embarrassed about being distracted by her crossbow, so she's focusing really hard. So you guys are fine.
Perfect.
Yeah, so Felix
After
doesn't
the
know-
dragonfly smacks Delaelia in the face, she acts like reels back and smacks Felix in the face. And
Delaelia!
then
Sorry. There's just it hit me in the face.
Why is it every time I'm around you, I end up bleeding?
Yeah, that's fair. Now you know what it's like to be a woman
and Theia,
Like,
you
or a person with a uterus. I apologize.
and Theia, as you are focusing very intently, you can perceive that it sounds like something big is falling from the sky and hitting the earth.
Oh,
It sounds like something is falling out of the sky and hitting the earth.
really?
Yeah.
Do you have any more details than that?
I don't. But should we avoid it or check it out?
Let's check it out. Consider my curiosity piqued. No? Are we not?
yeah, let's go.
Last time we checked it out, we found Lauren and we saved that baby owlbear. So
Yeah, Felix is just kind of focusing on his nose that got whacked, so he'll just follow along at this point. He got hit right in
What
the
could be
schnoz.
falling out of the sky, though?
let's go up sneakily so that whatever it is doesn't fall on us.
Do you need me to use healing hands on your schnoz?
I don't think I got damaged. Did I?
No,
He was
it's
just more caught off guard than anything. He's just like, am I bleeding? Am I bleeding?
Everybody roll a stealth check.
Oh no.
Your character can roll a stealth check too, Justin.
Is he falling out of the sky?
Stealthily?
I
guess we'll find out.
surprised. I got an 18, guys. This never happens.
Good
Thea's
job.
won
Why
it
are you
today.
suddenly rolling so good?
I got an 8.
I got a 7.
Justin, for some reason, has advantage.
I'm turning it off right now. It should be on advantage.
So he's
So
not
Justin,
sneaky at all.
are you going to take the 9 then, since that was the first one?
Yeah, take the 9.
Okay. So Delaelia, Felix, and Theia, you proceed forward. Theia, paint us a picture. Theia did really well. What's going on?
Well, she's feeling real confident. She's done a lot. And so she knows that she tends to be fairly clumsy. So she's just paying real close attention to where she's putting her feet. And also she's got extra responsibility because she's got dashing strapped to her front and a crossbow on her back.
That's
So
true.
she does not want to trip. And so she's just paying a little more attention to her appendages than normal.
I'm so proud of her.
Mhm.
Me too.
Delaelia and Felix got a 7 and an 8. So what's happening there?
I think I'm trying to clean up Felix's nose, but instead of it being helpful, Because I'm like, oh, it could be something that could smell this blood, so I need to make sure that we're kept safe. And so I've got like a leaf and like a scrap of cloth, and I'm like sneaking and also like trying to stick things up Feliks's nose, and therefore falling around and making him fall around.
She's like partially suffocating him, and so he's
Yeah.
just like.
And as you approach a clearing up ahead, everyone can take a look at the map.
Whoa!
Theia, you see up ahead of you, you see multiple things. First of all, you see a figure because Justin's character did not roll a high stealth roll. You see a figure standing in the clearing ahead of you.
Oh my god.
Justin, can you describe your character for us and introduce us to Tchurni?
How tall is Feliks?
He's 4 even.
Okay, so shorter than Feliks. You see a about 3 foot, maybe 3.5 feet, maybe. But you can't tell if it's because they're hunched over or not. But he is covered in like robes and whatnot, but with a long staff that's like maybe twice his height. And you see there are dark gray and brown feathers just kind of scattered all around his body. 2 strong bird-like claws standing on the ground, talons, if you will. And and then some white feathers around the face, as if giving him a bit of an aged look. So yeah, lots of gray, a little bit of brown, and then just like a lot of white around the head, as if his hair has gone white. But yeah, just a simple robe, maybe some kind of pouches and whatnot hanging off the belts, dirt and grime all over the place, and yeah, do I notice them?
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
We're being pretty sneaky.
Or actually, wait, what's your passive perception, Justin? What's Tchurni's passive?
13.
He definitely perceives Delaelia and Feliks, and so by association will perceive Theia. So yeah, you notice that a group of adventurers comes upon you in the clearing. Justin, have Tchurni roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good. Let's do that. Well, not great. I got a 12.
All right. So as our heroes enter this clearing and see this tiny, is it Aarakocra? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I guess I could have described that a little better. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's an owl Aarakocra. Aarakocra, I believe is the right spelling.
So as you enter this clearing, you see this little owl person standing in the clearing, and just as you approach, you hear kind of like a whoosh, and then from above, specifically you 3 see a giant rock hurtling towards your party, descending from the sky. It lands with a big thump, like 5 feet away from where Tchurni is standing. And Tchurni, you are almost hit by a rock just now.
Oh my, oh dear. That's not good at all. That almost hit my little head.
I'm going to run over and check on him.
Yeah, Feliks is gonna pull out his shield and he's just gonna yell, "Keep low!"
Oh, greetings, travelers. Hello there. Careful, it's raining rocks over here.
Are you okay? Why is it raining rocks? Is someone attacking you?
Well, it would seem so, but I never like to jump to conclusions.
Do you know why that would be happening?
Yeah.
Wow, these are a lot of questions. Very good questions, too, I might add. But I unfortunately don't have the answers to many of them. Most of them. Well, any of them, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Continuing to stand in the rock spot might not be. Yeah, let's go under maybe a tree.
Sure.
Under a tree?
Well, that's great advice. And Tchurni, slowly starts to kind of, walk with his walking stick wherever you're leading him.
Would you like to ride?
Would
you like to ride instead of walking? I just am concerned about speed.
Oh, no, I'll be all right. Thank you, though.
Okay.
And it's one of those where, you're trying to respect their independence,
But at the same
you're,
time-
behind them and you're like,
Felix,
trying to push them a little bit.
Felix is gonna, he's gonna go next to Journey, and whose name he doesn't know, and, he's gonna hold the shield over his head. He's gonna be like, "Go ahead, we'll catch up. Just go." And he's kind of pushing, gently pushing the older owl along, kind of hurrying with his step a little
Felix
bit.
says that. Everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
Shit.
God.
See if we
You know,
just
I'm not
picked
good
him
at
up.
those.
Why do we
How
have to
do
respect
that?
people's
There
boundaries?
we go.
Yeah, why do
Said
we have this
dexterity?
rule? Oh, I'm good. I got a 20.
I got a 19.
I got a 4.
Oh, that good luck could
I
only last
got
you so long.
A 15.
All right.
So I'm dead.
No.
You're just flat,
So-
Theia, like Flat Stanley. We can roll you up and mail you in a tube.
So
That's all I've ever wanted.
Delaelia and Felix and Tchurni, you guys all rolled well. So Delaelia and Felix and Tchurni, what do you think happens? Felix, you're with Tchurni. What do you do with your 19?
I think because I'm guessing that a giant rock is coming towards us, and that is what the throw was.
Oh yes.
Okay. Felix, there's this giant shadow just kind of starts looming over the group and just starts getting bigger, and so Felix is he's going to shove Journey one way and he's going to jump the other direction, and just we're not going to Prometheus this. He's just going to.
And Delaelia, with your 22, what do you do?
I grab Ramsey and
Grab my
I
goat.
tuck and roll. Yeah, I grab Ramsey and tuck and roll. It was an instinctive. I assumed you'd have your own ass.
Why would you assume that? When have we ever been dexterous?
So yeah, grab Ramsels and just noodle up, and he's the filling, and I'm the manicotti, and we just somersault away, and it looks
And
cool.
It does look cool. Justin, Tchurni rolls a 15. He gets pushed out of the way by Felix. What happens next?
Well, I guess because I feel like Tchurni would want to help anyone who's still in the way, like Theia, but I guess there's not really a way for me to do that.
Sorry, I forgot.
If Lydia rolled a 4, right? So,
Yep.
um,
I assumed that Delaelia was gonna get Theia.
Well, you know what happens when you assume, guys.
Sorry.
I think Tchurni just kind of goes with the flow. I suppose. I suppose just he lets Felix kind of push him out of the way, and he kind of stumbles a bit and and I think he just steps right out of the way of the rock as it lands, maybe.
He just Mr. Magoo's slowly and barely out of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
And Princess Theia, as your friends duck out of the way, you look to your left, you look to your right, you look up, and you realize you're the only one still left. And as the rock comes down, it lands right next to you, Theia, and it actually knocks you back onto your back.
Okay, good.
And you take 1 damage because you hit your head on a rock and it hurts.
Ow!
Princess!
Oh, that looks
Thanks, guys.
mighty painful.
Yeah,
you should definitely be careful where you're going around here. It's raining rocks. Did you
Felix
know?
runs over and checks her head. Are you okay?
Yeah,
I'm
thanks
so
for that.
sorry.
Do you
No,
want?
it's okay.
Here, I'll dab
No,
something on it.
No dabbing. I have magic things on my things. Just give me a minute.
And look
Dashing,
how
are you
empowering
okay?
that is for you.
This is not a teaching moment.
Everything is a teaching moment.
That
Speaking of
face.
teaching moment, Justin, how do I make it so that you guys can move your tokens? I thought I had this all figured out. All right,
It's an annoying thing.
can everybody use their icon? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. So where were we? Oh yeah, Theia almost just got crushed by a giant rock.
Kelsea.
Delaelia Kelsey had to walk away. I know which one is the character and which one is the person, I promise.
What is reality?
I just gotta say, I'm so excited you're playing an Aarakocra. Like, I've never been in a session with an Aarakocra, and I'm just like, yay.
How do you
I've
spell
never been in
with
Aarakocra, so I'm pumped.
Oh, Kelsey's not here. I
how
just
does you
realized
spell
that.
Mom
Sorry.
in the car is like, shit, we drove off without a kid.
Yeah, that was that.
How do you spell Tchurni?
How do you spell what?
His name.
Oh, his name is spelled Tchurni. That's my sign language.
That was wonderful.
and it's Tchurni.
Tchurni.
Churny, like you're churning butter,
Aw.
but you're just without the G.
On a
Tchurni.
journey.
I thought it was like
And then-
Journey, like the band.
All right, so Princess Theia almost just got smushed by a rock. Delaelia, did you run to her? Is that what happened?
No, Felix ran to her.
Okay.
I'm wanting to immediately investigate what this is. I want to know what's falling on us, why. I see the pattern currently of these two rocks. That's all I've got right now. Any more deets that I could roll for?
Roll a perception check.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's going to be a natural one for me, bro.
I can roll a perception check.
Delaelia, that same dragonfly comes back.
The same
and
fucking one?
The same fucking one.
this guy.
And it's like after you at this point. Like it's in your hair.
I whack at it and ask it.
Oh.
Wait, no, I want to catch it.
Oh.
Can I catch it?
Oh,
Sure.
Okay, I catch it. And I look at it in the face and I say, "Who sent you? Who sent you?" Oh wait, I'm gonna do speak with animals.
Is this
Who sent you?
oh my! Are you questioning that dragonfly?
Just
You
roll
are-
it.
Just a moment.
You're quite intense there with a helpless little creature. I think it was just maybe wanting to.
Excuse
play.
me, I'm having a private conversation.
Leila, this might not be the best time. Can I roll?
Does it respond? Does it say anything to me?
It says, "You will never defeat the dragonfly." No, I can't.
And I say to
I
I say to the dragonfly, "I mean you no harm, but I will mean you a lot of harm if you don't stop flying in my face when I'm trying to investigate stuff. Do you
Please,
understand?"
I have children.
Great, then let's have a truce where you leave me alone, please.
Hey, you better watch out. There's another rock coming this way.
Thank you. And I let it go and I say, "Run, duck!"
Everybody make a dexterity saving throw with advantage because you got a warning.
Yay!
Yes! Not wasted spell.
Oh,
13, 16,
hmm
22. What the fuck?
22.
An agile old
All right.
bird.
It's a spry old man.
So that rock comes flying down from up above. I think everyone is able to notice since you guys had the advantage to move out of the way in time. You notice as it comes down this time that the rocks seem to be coming from the same direction. They're not coming from straight down, but rather coming down from what looks like up further in the mountains.
Oh,
Who's throwing those?
it looks like it's coming from up there in the mountains. Maybe it's from more goats rutting.
That's not how that works. So
What? DM.
Oh no, go ahead,
Brian,
Justin. Go ahead.
Would I know what might be causing this? Have I ever encountered something like this before?
Sure. Let me text Justin so that nobody else can hear.
Sweet.
So Justin joins the game
so-
and suddenly it's awful.
So now we have now we have secrets with the DM.
Fun boundaries. We're loving those.
I'm just trying to be more like Matt Mercer. Come on,
I
guys.
can respect that desire.
I hear that.
Kelsey. The rage in your eyes.
Okay. So I think Tchurni says, well, travelers, what brings you to this area?
Can we? I'm
I
so
feel like
sorry.
we need to get some-
I would
We
like
would
to
love
speak
to
with you.
talk.
Can we
Oh,
not
sure.
be where the rocks?
Well, I'm walking this way. Would you like to
Yeah,
join
let's
me?
Yeah,
get some
we're gonna
cover.
join you, but if we could also learn more about the rocks falling down mercilessly.
Yeah, we could do
Sure.
them both at the same time.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
we'll
fun.
be
You know where these are coming
Uh-huh.
from?
Loving that.
Well, these things have a way of revealing themselves when the time is right.
That is wonderfully vague. Okay, let's go.
Sounds like something that
I just, I'm
I
a
would
little
say.
tired of
Yeah,
things
Tchurni-
revealing themselves by knocking me in the head. So if you know something,
do you have a safe place we can go to?
Tchurni is walking, like, kind of, again, I mean, like, slowly, kind of just like a little, hobbling old man, in the direction of the rocks, being thrown. And he says, come along this way.
well, we're
Alrighty.
going toward the falling rocks. that
Guys, just
could
look
fall?
alive, pay attention. I do the like hand motions again, like we're gonna look up here, here, and listen to my cue.
What's the
Wow.
clue? What's
If you see or hear the rock coming, say I, and then we'll all know to get out of the way.
couldn't we just say rock?
Sure, whatever you want to say, but let's not
Okay, let's go.
let's not do that.
let's get-
I'm the one that knows about this.
You're right. You've never failed me before.
I love it.
the sass.
Wow, there's a real team dynamic happening here. You all seem to know your way around dangerous situations.
We do.
In a few situations.
It's impressive. And you are the team captain, I take it?
Well, I mean,
Who are you talking to?
we
Well, the one giving the orders, I suppose.
Oh, me? No, I'm not the team captain. I'm just really good at being sneaky and avoiding danger.
Well,
I'm like the czar of being sneaky and avoiding danger.
I see.
But we're all equals. I'm dramatically older. I'm dramatically older, but definitely we're equals, yeah.
Wonderful. So, again, I'll ask, what brings you to this area?
All right.
And everybody make a dexterity saving throw. You guys didn't move.
I thought we were moving. I thought we were
I'm
moving.
walking. I'm
Oh, that's
walking.
right. You guys are. That's
That's
right.
while we were walking.
You're walking.
We're walking.
That's okay. You're
17.
walking. You are
we're in
moving.
danger.
And this is not
But
with
we're
advantage,
walking.
correct?
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
this is not with advantage.
Then I got a 16.
You got a 14.
16, 14,
Felix.
3 for
Felix.
Felix.
Wait, Felix, you didn't roll with advantage.
Well, I thought we were doing it without
Or
advantage.
not.
13. Yeah, it's not with advantage. So yeah, so Princess Theia, Delaelia,
That was
and
a 1.
Tchurni. Oh no!
So, I DM. This is up to you, really. But it's not exactly what the ability is meant for.
Oh really?
So you would have to okay it.
Okay.
But I do have the ability deflect missiles, and
That'd be cool.
I was wondering
Yeah.
if I could help Felix out since he helped me out earlier.
I
Makes
will
sense.
allow it.
So
Lydia's face.
so yeah, I think as the rock, did everybody else dodge it?
Mhm.
Yeah, Delaelia
Okay.
and Theia are able to get out of the way because Theia, is listening to Delaelia and Delaelia is doing her hand signals, but Felix is left out in the open.
Okay. So as this large rock is coming down. Like as Tchurni is speaking mid sentence and everything, he's like, well, it's just that I don't see explorers like you out here too. And then he like does like a kick flip off of his staff. He like basically takes his staff and like pulls it in the ground and then pulls his body up, and you see his wings like unfurl. They're a little damaged. They kind of unfurl, and they're kind of like a little like
wonky.
Thank you. But as he does that, I think he like right as the rock is coming down, he just basically like steps as on it, basically kind of like just spinning it out of the way like 2 inches to where it doesn't hit him and Felix. And then he like lands on the other side and just keeps walking, finishing his sentence.
Are you a monk?
What's that now?
Like Felix is just kind of on the ground like, are you a monk?
Oh, well, I guess that's one way you could look at it. Sure.
I knew following you was the right choice. That's why we made this choice, right, Lauren? Anyway.
What?
Well, let's keep moving.
Hello, listeners. This is your DM, Emma Carter here. As always, I'd like to take a moment to thank you, the listener, for pressing play. I'd also like to thank our top-tier patrons, The Dude, The Parkers, Laura Carter, Julie Vaughn, Ryan Botwinick-Haruza, and Sean-Pierre Ringgold. As always, just a reminder, if you share Spellbound on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram and tag us, or use the hashtag #TheSpellPod, I'll put your name on my NPC naming list. It's important that you tag us or use the hashtag so we can see it. So gently caress that share button if you too want to become a part of our femtastical Spellbound universe. If you'd like to communicate with us, maybe to ask a question or talk about the latest episode, please reach out. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok at @TheSpellPod. If you want to connect with Justin Barron, our guest today, you can find him at Nerd Nachos on Twitter. You can also see Justin DM if you visit Ghostlight RPGs. Justin was the DM of our first campaign with Ghostlight RPGs, formerly Ghostlight Gamers. That campaign was called Childish Things, and we played a group of sentient toys in a post-apocalyptic world. We stream on Twitch Sunday mornings, but all of the episodes are on YouTube. You can find them, watch them. You can enjoy the entire campaign from beginning to end. And if you like it, then make sure to check back in February when we start our 2 new campaigns, one of which will be DM'd by me. Now, let's get back to our story.
Yeah, before you were asking me about my monkhood, I'm not exactly a traditional kind of monk. I'm more of a just a simple follower of a simple creed. Not many others like me that I've found, at least. But there are a good many who believe in the same things and follow the same God and whatnot. And
what God do you follow?
Oh well, the shepherd, of course.
Oh,
New Mare.
That's
New
right.
Mare.
That's the one of death?
I always call him Talus.
No.
No.
No, Talus is the other god.
Oh.
Numerit is the non-binary god.
Oh, New Mare is a they them. That's
Yeah.
like still spooky.
That's one I'm
Not
looking
the
forward
god
to
of
drawing.
death, though.
Oh yes. The god of death is one way to put it. Sure.
But Also good things.
Color me intrigued. Have you spoken with Numair?
Have I spoken with
Spoken
Numair?
with, yeah. Do you have a way to contact them?
In a way.
So, like,
In fact, sometimes little dragonfly comes and smacks me in the face, and that's a sign, I believe, from Numair,
Oh.
saying, "Hey, pay attention."
Well, then Numair must be richly alive in this valley.
Felix is,
I would say so.
Felix is trying not to.
Sometimes they're right. Sometimes a god is talking to you, and well, you need to just be listening.
I do want to let Numair know something important. So if there was a way we could like discuss that with Numair, let them know that there's, possible ruin, some pretty high stakes going on, their sister living inside of my body, like that sort of a deal is something I would share. But if we don't have that ability, I get it and I'll move on.
Sure. Well, it sounds like you have important things to be dealing with. I'm also on an important journey, heading up this mountain here, so perhaps if you help me out a bit, maybe I could help you out a bit, and maybe get you in touch with Numair, or whatever else it was that you said. I wasn't honestly listening.
I understand. I can tell.
Looking at this very interesting bark right here.
Wait. Sorry, bark aside, why are we going up the hill?
Yeah, what do you need
rocks
help with,
that are
Tchurni?
falling?
Oh, well,
Did I ask you your name? What's your name?
Oh, yes, well, the name is Tchurni.
Ah, my name is Delaelia. Nice to meet you. Anyway, what are we doing?
Delaelia.
Yeah.
Delaelia, very nice. Well, that's a very nice name. I like it a lot. And what's your name, young man?
Felix Veck.
Feliks. Yes, well, I appreciate the help earlier from all of you, really. And you, madam?
Oh, my name is Theia.
Theia.
And that rabbit is dashing.
Yeah, this is my
He is quite
rabbit.
handsome, that's right.
rabbit.
What? Oh, hello there, little friend. I didn't realize you were...
Yeah, there's an enchantment. It's fine.
I see.
But he's fine.
He's fine.
And
I'm a prince.
Okay.
no, dashing. You.
And we
he's
value
so
him
hated.
so much, don't we?
Yeah.
Shut up.
He needs to know I'm a prince. You guys didn't tell him I was a prince.
And
Yeah.
who is this magnificent creature right here? Kind of petting Ramsey.
Oh, that's my my companion, Ramsey.
Oh, well, and he's kind of like doing like some sort of like veterinarian analysis on Ramsey, just like making sure, like checking the hooves. And,
Yes.
If Ramsey allows him to,
Yeah,
I
I
guess.
think Ramsey's is like kind of like, the fuck is this guy doing? But at the same time, he's kind of used to it at the farm, so
Kind of cleaning out some stuff from the hooves that were kind of stuck in there and
Oh,
whatnot.
he enjoys that.
Tchurni seems to know his
His way around a
way
goat.
around an animal, around a goat. Yeah, exactly.
And this is Lorne.
Just coming out of your decolletage
Yep,
there.
right out of the
I didn't even see
decolletage.
him.
Yep. Yeah, he is a companion for now, but we respect his wishes if he needs to move on at any point.
Sure. It's not very often you see someone like him.
Mm-hmm.
So where
Good for
are
you.
you from?
Oh, a little bit of here, a little bit of there. I'm what one might call a nomad. Don't have necessarily well, everywhere is kind of my home, I suppose.
Have you been to Mayrill before?
Have I been to Mayrill before? Let me double check my little memory card here.
I'm just gonna remind everyone that Thea is watching the sky, so we cannot be.
Oh, okay,
Surprise.
cool. Thea's watching the
That's-
sky.
It's great that you say that, Thea, because you see a rock hurtling towards your party.
Rock!
Everybody, roll dexterity saving throw with advantage because
Oh,
of Thea.
thank God.
Good eye, Thea. 2012.
14. Not doing hot.
All right, everyone is able to get out of the way of the rock this time. So you guys are down here towards the bottom of this mountainous area, and the rock actually lands in the pool, a little pool of water right now. Except it's bigger than that. The rock actually lands in a little pool of water right next to you.
That's
And
a big rock.
it sprays you all with water as it lands.
Does it cause a hurricane? Or a
Tidal
you
wave.
call 'em?
Tidal wave.
Okay, maybe it's not that big. Maybe it's like that big. There we go.
Okay.
Where are these rocks coming from?
Oh, well, I think we'll probably find our answer if we just keep on walking the path.
Should we be going
Okay.
towards the thing that's throwing things at us?
How else will you get your answers?
It's true.
I mean, you've got a point.
We could
don't like it,
stop
but-
whoever's doing it or whatever's doing it and protect creatures like ourselves, Tchurni, that water.
Perhaps, but perhaps the creature has every right to throw rocks. Well, we don't know.
And
Fair.
as Tchurni says that, you guys hear a loud, thunderous from up higher in the
There's
mountain.
a really medium-sized cat up there.
That does not
Just kidding.
sound friendly at all.
Maybe it's got something stuck in its foot. That's what it sounds like to me.
It's throwing.
I mean,
There's a good chance that's true.
okay,
hate
can we
Tchurni.
just be stealthy
What
and
if I
aware?
accidentally poison Tchurni?
Maybe.
I think it's really just Kelsey hates me.
It's fully personal.
Can we just try and move stealthily and purposefully and watchfully toward that noise and figure out what it is? And if we need to run away, we can run away. But I'm tired of rocks being pelted at us.
I have
No,
an
yeah.
idea, and I'm not a fan of it. But
Great. Let's hear it.
in a large group, we are easier to hit.
Oh, separating,
Maybe
yeah.
we should spread out a bit.
Okay.
Let's just
well,
we'll split into two groups.
Oh, so you think it's whatever this is aiming at us?
Well, it has almost
quite
hit
an
us
implication.
multiple times, and it's roaring. So I figure it's probably something that can see us and
It's
wants
mad.
to hit us.
It's
can we
mad.
stay in pairs?
Yes,
I just
absolutely.
don't
No,
like
no,
the
no,
idea
no,
of
no, no. We're
splitting
staying
up
in pairs. We are
completely.
staying in pairs. But
Mhm.
I think
Buddy
I
system.
think we should split up to make it a little hard to get hit, and that way maybe we can make a little faster progress.
That's a fine idea.
Okay.
Tchurni, do you want to pair up with me? I'll protect you.
I have no doubt.
Come here.
I guess you and me together.
You just pull my token. over.
No, I can't.
Uh-oh.
Come on, little guy. There he is.
There we go. So Felix, I guess that means it's you and me.
Yeah. Felix is going to hop onto Ramsey, and he's going to ride him because he'll move a little faster. Honestly, Goat does better than I do.
Wonderful.
He is going to put Dashing down on the ground so that he can kind of be like, if something happens, he's a rabbit, you know. And she's going to say, stay close, please.
Okay, whatever.
All right. Well,
Why are we going towards the rocks again?
Hey, remember
Who-
that thing,
who
that
is this
conversation
guy?
that we had about trusting me?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be it. Now, shush.
And we're over here now.
We'll stay on the outside of the switchback, and y'all can follow close behind.
All right. Everybody that's trying to move stealthily, roll a stealth check. All right. So Tchurni got a 17. Princess Theia got a 15. Felix got a 7.
Delaelia got a
and
22.
Delaelia- yeah, I'll go with the first one. Actually, well, Felix, you can take the 14 from earlier since that was the first one anyway. Yeah, I mean, if we ever roll advantage by accident, I just always go with whatever the first number is. So you got 14. All right, so you guys are able to move pretty stealthily up this mountain. And as you move upward, you hear again a roar, and you hear like a thumping. And then this time, as you get closer, in addition to the actual roar itself, you can make out some words. It sounds like there's something talking, and perhaps in a language you don't understand, but then you hear it say, find, oh my god, voices, find snow.
Felix is gonna pull Thea close, and he's gonna say, if I tell you to run, I need you to promise me that you're gonna run. Don't
But
stick
I don't-
around.
I don't wanna-
Don't stick around for anybody. If I tell you need to run, I need you to promise me that you're going to run.
Okay, just promise me that you'll be okay.
I promise, okay? Just please.
Okay, I promise.
Okay, stay
Hey.
close.
She holds up her
Tchurni.
pinky.
Pinky. Just stay close.
Tchurni, it sounds like this guy needs snow. Do you have access to any snow we could bring him?
Well, not here. Maybe farther up into the higher mountains there might be some snow, but I wonder why he wants snow. Let's go ask him, shall we?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
We keep moving.
Tchurni's just gonna keep moving, like, towards the direction of the voice until he can find him.
All right. And yeah, so you guys keep moving. So as you approach the higher ledge of the mountain, you can see something now. What at first you may have mistaken for part of the mountain actually seems to be a creature. Everybody go ahead and roll a history or go ahead and roll a history check or nature check.
13.
24.
Thea likes the library.
Whoa.
6. Jesus Christ.
Feliks, you're just a little too short. You can't really see. You don't have a good view on it. Delaelia, this seems familiar, but Tchurni, since you and Theia rolled the two highest scores here, Princess Theia, you, again, as always, have seen like a sketch of this in a book you were reading before. Tchurni, you know this from experience. This is a mountain giant, which is something that I kind of took from old D&D and then made into my own thing. So this is a mountain giant. It is a giant creature standing. I have their height and weight down. You see a giant creature that stands 16 feet tall and looks to be about 1,000 pounds. He's a big boy, thick with gray rock for skin. Basically, he looks like part of the mountain just came to life and started walking around. He has some trees and whatnot attached to him, a bit of greenery, much like Master Woodward, but he has a sort of viney, ferny beard. And as you get closer, you see that he picks up a rock and he looks underneath the rock and then growls and then throws the rock behind him. And this one goes soaring over your heads and it lands in that pool again, down at the bottom.
When that happens and it so like clearly isn't pointed toward us, I make the like looking at my eyes and looking at Feliks's eyes at him, and then like indicate, look, news is different now.
Feliks is gonna have to move to get closer because apparently I'm still too short. It's too big a ledge. So Feliks is gonna get close, but he's gonna be a little freaked out when he sees it.
Tchurni is gonna walk right up to this guy.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Well, just ask him what he needs. Oh, hello there, friend. You're a mountain giant on a giant mountain. Look at that.
And he turns around as he hears you, Tchurni, and he looks down with a kind of confused face and he says, "You go. And he grabs another rock and he throws it, but you can tell, Tchurni, that he's not aiming to hit you because it lands about 10 feet away from you and you're close enough that it would have been really easy for him to hit you if he'd wanted to.
Sure. So yeah, without moving, Tchurni says, "Well, now that's no way to get your way. You want snow? Would you like some snow?
Snowden?
Snow?"
And he hears you say the word snow and his eyes get big and he says, You know snow. You have snow? And he takes a couple strides towards you. Give snow now.
Well, now let's not blow our temper.
No! And he yells really loud and shakes big fists into the air. And he like in his emotional state, when his arms come down, he accidentally smacks into a tree and it just topples off the side of the cliff.
That poor tree.
Feliks runs in, grabs Theia and pushes her behind him, and he's just like, "Tchurni, get back!"
Well, it's all right now. He didn't mean to do that, did you?
I think he's just
Well,
grumpy.
what's your name, friend?
And Tchurni, he looks at you a little confused again. He says, Drungar. Drungar. Drungar.
Drumgar.
Trungar.
Well,
Drungar.
I'm Tchurni. Nice to meet you. These are my friends,
I'm
Delaelia.
Delaelia. This is Lorne. Drungar, we would love to
Sure.
help you.
Find snow. Give snow now. And he takes another step forward, Delaelia, closer towards your party.
And I say, there's snow up there. We have to go get it. Do you want to come with us?
And he looks at you, Delaelia, and he shakes head. And he's saying, "No, snow not here.
What?
Find snow."
Why is the snow not where you think it is?
And he looks frustrated and confused, and he speaks again, but it's in this kind of garbly rock language that, unless any of you guys speak giant,
Do we think this guy's a beast?
he's not a beast. He's a giant.
Could snow?
I know. I specifically had to find creatures that aren't all beasts or animals.
Felix whispers to Theia, could snow be a person?
Thea was about to whisper to
We bonk heads while we're trying to whisper.
Yeah.
We're both just like, it's a person.
Well, it sounds like maybe the ice caps are melting and climate change is real. So maybe we should do something about that. I don't know.
Yeah, no, we've been experiencing that as well.
Oh, have you?
Mhm.
Actually, I was gonna say, maybe this has something to do with the smelly river and, Sylvail.
Yeah, we know that especially in this direction, there's something happening to the world, to nature. It's getting destroyed, and we're trying to resolve it, I guess. It's sort of on a list, our to-do list, so...
As you're speaking, Delaelia, this Drungar gets really frustrated, and he takes another rock and he throws it towards you. And it lands like just behind you and then bounces down onto the second level. And he says, You go now.
I think maybe we should go.
All right. Well, let's leave Drumgar be for now. And Drumgar, thank you for the information. Perhaps we'll find some snow for you. All right.
We'll let you
We'll
know.
leave.
Snow! Find snow!
And I want
We
to
will.
ask Lorne, is there anything you could say to Drungar that might help?
And Lorne looks at you curiously, and Lorne considers, and then Lorne kind of crawls down your arm, down your leg to the ground, and crawls towards Drungar. And he looks up at Drungar and is like, and Drungar looks down at Lorne, and Drungar softens a little bit and says, "Oh, pretty pet." And he reaches forward towards Lorne with a really big rock hand. And I think Lorne gets a little freaked out by that and scurries away back towards you and climbs back up you. And that seems to make Drungar more upset. And he clasps his hand and he says, "Pretty pet, I won!" And he gets really frustrated. And this time he slams both of his fists into the ground, making two big holes in the ground.
Thea's gonna send some dancing lights his way, and just kind of send him in a soothing sort of. Am I getting this confused with prestidigitation again?
No, you're
No,
right.
I think you mean
you
that.
Yeah. Here, Theia, roll. Let's
Performance.
see. Yeah, maybe roll performance for this.
Okay, so yeah, she's gonna try and send some pretty dancing sea glass lights. Maybe he'll distract him, sort of up towards him, and off behind him, so that it distracts him from them.
And Theia, when the dancing lights surround him, at first he looks surprised and kind of swats a second. But then as they continue to dance in a very soothing way, he seems to calm down a little bit and he says, "Oh, pretty flower. And he kind of reaches towards them and follows them as they move around. He seems to really like the dancing lights.
Let's get out of here before he pays attention to us again.
I think that's a very,
Yes.
I think that's a very good idea.
Tchurni nods. Yeah. So Tchurni starts, leading, I guess, around the giant up the path.
Oh, so you guys are going up the path?
Oh shit, I sent those lights behind him.
Oh, my
So
bad.
he's going this way.
Okay. I'm going towards where my objective is.
All right, so that would mean that you were going to keep going towards him and up.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna
Well.
try to sneak around him.
Yeah, everybody roll a stealth check. See if you can sneak around the distracted mountain giant.
Do we get advantage since he's distracted?
Do I get advantage since I've never been here before and I'm not familiar with the area?
Kelsey.
You guys get advantage because he's distracted. Yes.
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 20.
Nice.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god! Oh my god!
Justin.
Double.
Justin, that's
I rolled
intense.
I rolled two natural ones.
Double natty.
I think-
Justin double
I
nattied.
think,
Not even a
if I may, I think Tchurni
Just dies.
I think he gets through. I think like he successfully sneaks by with the rest of them, and then he stops and turns around and says, "And one more thing, Drongar."
And Drungar is looking back at you guys, looking back at Tchurni now. Everybody else was able to sneak past, but now he's looking back at Tchurni.
Sometimes a little please and thank you goes a long way. I'll tell you. If we find the snow for you, I just hope that you'll be grateful. That's all I had to say.
Snow!
Yes, we'll get you snow. And then he turns around and starts walking away.
This time, Drungar is really frustrated and he is going to swipe at you.
Okay.
Oh, my first attack from Drungar. Let's
Dang it.
see. But Drungar rolls a 3. So does an 11 hit?
No.
All right. So yeah, Drungar tries to swipe you, Tchurni, but you are just like super, super easy, as if you're just like doing a little dance. You just kind of hop, skip, and a jump away from his hand, and it barely even ruffles your feathers.
Now, Drugnar. That's
This
not.
won't stop.
That's the opposite of what we said. All right. Swiping is not going to get you snow.
It feels.
Now, why don't you sit here, look at the pretty lights, and we'll be back, all right? You have my word. I'm a friend to many. And you.
I'm not mentioning any names, but some people.
Yeah.
Not.
Can
What are
I-
you going to say, Theia?
Can I prestidigitate? Or is he too, like, attentive for that to work?
I mean, you were able to get across without being seen. So yeah, if you want to prestidigitate something, go for it.
I'm gonna prestidigitate.
One more time.
What are you pressing?
Prestidigitate some faint musical notes directly in the opposite direction of where we are.
All right. So
Yeah.
you prestidigitate some musical notes, Princess Theia, and Drungar hears this music and goes, huh? And he turns around, and I'm just going to do this. He turns around to look the opposite direction at where the music has gone. He is distracted by the music. He's looking around like he's looking for a source of it.
Go, run, go, now.
Get over here.
Stop talking to him.
Yeah, Tchurni turns around and says, well, all right.
Quickly talking to the
He
giant.
starts walking towards them.
We all just make a lot of like consonant sounds whisperingly. Yeah.
Awesome. So you guys continue up.
Oh,
Move to another map.
And if I may, while we're journeying here, Tchurni will kind of walk next to or nearby Theia. That was a mighty impressive little trick you did back there.
Oh, thanks. It's just something I've been kind of working on. That flip that you did was was very impressive. How
Oh,
long have you been
yes.
able to do that exactly?
Well, just something I picked up along the way, you know. I was once a great warrior, we'll say. But no, time does this to all of us. Nothing to fear.
You were a warrior?
May I ask where you learned such skills?
Out in the wild. Befriended man and beast alike. Learning how to fly like the dragon flies, and learning how to jump like the toad.
Do you ever give direct and succinct answers?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because
You know what? It's fine. I take it back. Let's just walk in silence and enjoy the scenery.
oh well, all right, if you insist.
Look, runes.
What?
And as you guys continue up the side of the hill, you come upon an opening in the side of the mountain. It looks like a cave, the mouth of a cave. All around you are different rocks, like some really big, some are actually kind of pretty, like just like pretty big quartzes and stuff. You see like a bunch of little things that aren't necessarily popping up in our map, but like you see like swords that you can assume were from warriors that maybe came by here and didn't make it out, or bits of armor. You see flowers. You also see there is like a hive over here, like attached to the side of the mountain, like a big giant hive. And as you approach, you see kind of like flying in and out of that hive are some bees, but they're not just regular bees. They look like butterflies.
Flutterbees?
Oh, that's a cute name for it too.
That's adorable.
Here we are.
Here?
Oh yeah, do you want to say the name?
Well, I was gonna call them
Oh.
butterbees, but I like flutterbees, so we'll call them flutterbees.
Well, here we are. And Tchurni just walks right over to where that hive is and starts getting to work. He's kind of methodically, this is not his first honeycomb expedition, but he starts to kind of pull little bits of it, you know, kind of like getting some of the honey and whatnot. Kind of like, you know, gently kind of like playing with some of the flutterbees as he goes. And if you'll allow me, I guess I'll finish doing that.
Can you roll a sleight of hand check?
Oof, not great. 9.
Oh.
All right, so yeah, you're playing with those flutter bees, Tchurni. I think you get a little too comfortable, and one kind of like boops you on the tip of your like, I guess you don't have a nose. Where your nose would be, it lands on where your nose would be, and then it gives you a little like love bite before it leaves, and leaves a little bit of a tiny little bump.
Oh, you got me there, little fella.
Should he be?
Did we come up here for fucking honey?
I mean, it's
He
meant to
turns
be-
around with his jar full now, or at least half full or something.
Yeah,
And
let's
he
say it's half full.
Okay, and he comes back. Well, I'd say that was a job well done, everyone. Good job.
Wait,
Quest
wait.
complete.
So
What?
you
There's a cave.
there's a
There's a big
cave.
menacing cave
Notable.
with swords. And...
Oh wow! Would you look at that?
Looks like a bit of a destination. Do you have any knowledge about this cave?
Do I have knowledge about this cave?
I roll an insight check.
17.
You can assume that this cave probably belongs to the giant. Probably belongs
Well,
to Drungar.
Looking at the runes around the side here, looks like maybe this is a mountain giant's cave.
Wait, did you just take honey from that
Hmm?
big angry mountain giant's cave?
Oh, I don't believe that's his honey. It's simply the flutterbees, honey.
Can I roll on the runes? Like, is that giant? Like, is that written in giant?
Sure, you can roll in the runes.
I don't know if I'll know anything. What would that be?
Are they territorial?
They
I
are.
mean-
We should actually probably get out of here. Maybe I shouldn't look at the runes. Maybe we should just run.
And as you say that, you hear
I hate when
I think he's back, fam.
I get really tired of being right sometimes.
Oh, hey, what are you doing with my shiny?
Oh, well, I suppose he's talking about the honey.
Shiny.
That's
Yeah, so you did take something he didn't want you to take. Cool.
Well, to be fair, this does not belong to him. This all belongs to the not Earth, but to the world.
This is the world, honey. Got it.
This is mother world.
Okay, instead of debating about who the honey belongs to, maybe we should just run.
Drungar mad! And he's gonna take this rock and he's gonna throw it at Theia, dashing and Tchurni. Ooh, and he rolled a 17! How will our heroes survive their encounter with Drungar? We'll find out next time on Spellbound. Songs in this episode include Spellbound and Spellbound Part 2 by Vindsvept of Bandcamp.com, Scheming Weasel, slower version, and Pippin the Hunchback by Kevin MacLeod of Incomptech.filmmusic.io, Theia's Theme and Memory Song by Krista Poyman, all other songs by Alexander Nakarada of Serpent Sound Studios, all sound effects from Zapsplat.com, links and license in the description. Until next time.
But it's okay. So I have a dice method, which is new dice. I do test rolls, and if they don't have entirely good rolls, they go into the training box with all of my good dice, and
So
then
they
all
can
that,
learn.
and so they can learn how to be good rolls, and it works.
That's so cute.
Becca, you are a witch. You didn't know it, but you are. That is some witchy
That's
crystal
some witchy
shit.
ass shit.